Well, welcome to the Loan Broker Formula Workshop. Today, I'm going to show you how you can start a business, either part-time or full-time, helping companies attract capital as a commercial loan broker. So the business lending industry is absolutely enormous. It's $2.7 trillion in size. Now, I want you to make note of that. That's not 2.7 billion. This is $2.7 trillion in size. And my source for that is a company called Statista, which does all kinds of stats around industries. And that money is being used to fund what you might consider the lifeblood of the US economy. Small to medium-sized businesses typically make up about 90% of all businesses, and they need capital in order to grow their business. When they don't have that capital, they don't have the ability to scale, and they don't have the ability to hire more people, which then stimulates the economy and kind of is cyclical coming back around. So this is a really large industry, which equates to a really large opportunity. And so the idea is that you can get paid to help small businesses obtain loans that they need in order to grow. My name's Jonathan Mills Patrick. I'm a former C-level banking executive. I'm a 3-time startup founder, and I've been involved in over $800 million worth of loans and deals with small businesses. I actually started out in the finance industry as a teller and worked my way all the way up to being what's called a chief lending officer, where I helped run a $230 million organization. And along the way, I did a lot of deals with entrepreneurs, providing them the capital they need to grow. And I saw the opportunity for people to broker deals as well, which is something I've been doing for over 10 years now. If you stick around through the end of this workshop, I'm going to provide you a bonus that I don't want you to miss. So please hang in there with me. So there are all kinds of ways for a business to finance their growth. There's investor capital. So you can think of startups that use money from investors to scale. You can get grants. And one of the other paths is to get business loans. And so if you think about that access to capital, what a lot of people will think about is that maybe investors are the better route to go. Grants, it's hard to decide. Well, investors don't come anywhere close to the size of the lending industry. If you look at these numbers sourced from Ernst & Young, which is a huge accounting firm, investors usually do about $44 billion in a given year for startups. Grants can equate to $125 billion or more, according to the Department of Energy. But as I told you earlier, loans account for $2.7 trillion in capital for small businesses. Imagine getting your hands on part of that market. So the key is to understanding which is right for a business. And when you're brokering deals, you can actually broker all kinds of sources of capital, but the key is to understand what's the right type of capital for a business to grow. Sometimes investors make more sense. That's usually for early stage businesses that don't have a lot of revenue. But then you can look at businesses that are growing that have revenue coming in, and they often can qualify for any type of loan. So that could be working capital lines of credit, loans for real estate, SBA loans. You will have all of these things at your disposal to help these companies grow. And small business owners, they waste a lot of time sourcing capital. They're busy trying to run their business. They're not experts on these types of things. So they don't usually know when they come to me, should I be talking to an investor? Should I be applying for a grant? Can I go get a business loan? As a matter of fact, most of the time when they come to me, they're not even sure what's the right path or what's available to them and how to decide what the right path is. And that is what you can do as a commercial loan broker. So what if these small business owners had someone to source that capital for them so that they can stay focused on running their business? What if they had someone like you that could go out and talk to lenders and get the capital that these small business owners need? What if you could think like the bank and understand when an opportunity is right for a business loan and when it isn't? But it can't be that easy, right? It just can't be so simple as finding borrowers that need money, going to a lender, getting them to do the deal, and then getting paid, right? Well, there's a lot of myths out there, and I want to demystify some of those for you. I want to dispel some common misbeliefs about this type of industry. And so the first one is that it's got to be really expensive to get started as a commercial loan broker. Well, actually, it doesn't. Now, there are programs out there that you will see that are competitors of mine that are charging thousands and sometimes tens of thousands to go through their program. But today you're going to see you can get started in this industry for a few $100s, and that is it. The second misbelief is that it just won't grow, that this isn't a business that can scale and grow. Well, I want to go back to this idea of a $2.7 trillion business. Imagine if you carved out just a small portion of that for your commercial loan brokering business. How could you grow? And so not only can you grow because of the size of the market, but the types of loans that you can offer are not necessarily endless, but there's a lot of them. As I mentioned earlier, you could specialize in working capital. You could specialize in SBA loans. You could specialize in real estate loans. There are all kinds of ways for this business to grow for you, and you can add all of these sources as options for your clients. The third misbelief is that you just have the wrong experience. Maybe you've been a waiter before, or maybe you're an accountant, maybe you are an engineer, and you're thinking to yourself, well, I don't have the right experience to really go into this industry. I don't know much about finance. Well, that's another misbelief. I teach you everything you need to know about how this process works. And as long as you have the ability to be coachable and learn, then not having a finance background will not change anything for you at all. Now, I don't want to sidestep that. If you have a background in finance, even a beginner level background in finance, that certainly makes things a little bit easier. But anyone can do this business. It doesn't matter where you're from, how long you've been in your professional life, what your degree is. None of those things matter because we have a system in place to help you succeed. The fourth misbelief is that you just don't know anyone. You think people sometimes say to me, well, how do I find borrowers? How do I find lenders? Well, guess what? I've got that covered for you as well. In the process, I teach you how I go about finding borrowers that need money to grow their business, and I provide you an entire list of lenders that you can work with. And the fifth misbelief is that you may not have the right tools. You don't know how to work with lenders. You don't know what the process looks like. You don't know how to establish an email to go out to borrowers, an email to go out to referral sources. Again, all of that is handled for you in this course. The sixth misbelief is that, well, you just won't have any help. I'll be out there on my own. And early on in this practice, what we try and show you is how to understand the basics of being a commercial loan broker, but it goes beyond that. We don't just provide you the basics. We actually provide you help for you to grow your business. We sit down with you. There's the opportunity for me personally to sit down with you and work with you on the loans that you have coming in and show you how I would process those. So the key takeaway is that you don't have to have the experience. You don't have to have the tools. It's not expensive at all. You can get started in this industry really quickly, really inexpensively with my help. And I'm going to teach you as part of this program everything I've learned in over $500 million in business loans and over $300 million in startup funding. The great thing about this industry is you can make a lot of money. Now, if you do a $100,000 loan, and the way this works, the way you earn commissions as a commercial loan broker is you typically charge what's called a success fee. And that can range from anywhere from 0.5% all the way up to 4, 5, and sometimes even more percentage of the loan that you're working on. That success fee gets paid when you help that loan get placed with a lender, and you'll get paid for doing that. And so if you're doing a $100,000 loan per month times 2%, let's call it on average, then you're going to make a $2,000 check for every $100,000 loan you work on. Imagine if you did $1 million real estate loan at 2%, that'd be, quick math, $20,000 you get paid for that one deal. Extrapolate that over a full year. What if you just did $10 million in business loans over a full year and you averaged a 2% success fee on that deal? So not at the bottom at 0.5%, not all the way at the top at 5%, but you just averaged 2%. That'd be a double six-figure income that you would earn for doing $10 million in a year. And if you think about it, how reasonable that is to do, it's pretty reasonable. So imagine you got a few real estate deals for commercial development. You probably would do more than $10 million in a year. So imagine in this instance, if you did a lot of real estate deals that are typically larger and you did 20 million in a year at 2%, that'd be a $400,000 income that you would make. So the opportunity to earn big commissions is there, and we can show you how to get there. So as part of this course, teaching you how to start a commercial loan broker business, it comes with lots of different things, 4 hours of video content. I teach you my secret for developing a deep referral network that will send you borrowers that need money, my process for pre-screening those clients so that you don't work on deals that you can't get approved. I show you how to pick the right lenders to work with, how to figure out which borrowers have the best chance of getting approved so you close more deals and get paid. I will provide you with a list of 50 plus lenders. I provide you email scripts you can use with prospects, email scripts you can use to form a relationship with new lenders, email scripts for establishing a referral network, and even other templates and fee agreements that you can use. All right, so what are you going to get as part of this program? Well, of course, you're going to get the online course itself with over 4 hours of content taught directly by me. You're going to get a curated list of 50 plus lenders that range in all shapes and sizes, lenders that direct lend, lenders that are marketplaces, lenders that work with small dollar loans, and lenders that work with multi-million-dollar real estate loans. You're going to get my secret pre-screening questions. This is probably one of the best lessons in the whole thing, which is how I talk to borrowers to make sure that they have a chance of getting approved in the first place. Pay real close attention to this lesson when you get in the course. And you're going to get a bunch of email templates and other templates in general. It could be templates to send to a borrower, templates to send to lenders you want to work with, templates to send to referral sources, and you're going to get my fee agreement template that you can send to your borrowers to make sure that you get paid if you close the deal. Plus, there's the sample fee agreement that you're going to get. And that's about $3,500 worth of value, all for today, $397 for the online course, all the templates, the lender list, all those different things. But that's not all. I told you there was going to be a bonus. So if you register and you take advantage of the program, you get a discount code to get another course of mine called the Business Launch Formula. And it walks you through the exact framework that I use when I start a business to help get going fast. I sell that for $45. You get it for completely free. Just make sure you use the discount code that's in the course you're buying today itself. It'll take you to a different link. You use that discount code and you'll get my Business Launch Formula course as well. And then the best part is I give you a money back guarantee, 100%. If there's something about the course that just didn't live up to your expectations, then just shoot me an email and I'll take care of you and get your money refunded to you. So if that all sounds interesting and you'd like to get started as a commercial loan broker, just make sure that you click the link. It'll take you directly to a website called Gumroad, which is my checkout process. And there you can buy the course. There are other packages available as well where you can work with me for one-on-one training. And you even have the opportunity to buy a package that will have me work alongside you in your very first deal.